Good morning, Steve here. And I've realized how fortunate I am currently that I have time and space to kind of work with the energetics of the world and within myself. And I have access to people like Thomas Hubel to assist me in the development of my healing work, both healing with clients and healing within myself, and just going further into it and deeper into it. And yesterday I had a really lovely experience of being really present while doing yoga. And I thought I'd just read something from the yoga book that I hadn't read before. I'm using a book. I took a course that was really useful to me called the Essential Low Back Program, Relieve Pain and Restore Health. And it's by Robin Rothenberg, who I think is in New York. And I think you can find find the book on the internet if you wanted to. But it's just basically focused on the low back and how many people are just suffering from low back pain. And I was reading through some of the words. I've worked with this book off and on for many years. I had an injury to my low back attempting to lift a dishwasher rather than cut away the cardboard box from the dishwasher. My neighbor and good friend who was helping me install it said, "Oh, we can just lift it out." And long story short, we did lift it out, but I proceeded to herniate my lumbar disc, the disc between my fifth lumbar and my sacrum. And I was very busy at the time and was unable to, or did not feel that I could take the time off to let it heal. And so I've found that at times when I've lifted things in a way in which I was turning or bent in a particular way, I would have some discomfort that would sometimes last a couple weeks, sometimes longer, and but it was a recurrent problem, which I um, did work with chiropractic and a variety of things. So it wasn't a steady problem, but when it would become a problem, it would really interrupt my life. And so when I was reading through the book today, I would just kind of felt like I'd had this book probably for 7 years or so, at least 7 or 8 years, but I hadn't read through it. So today I read these words and I thought they'd be useful for others. And the words are these: when we're caught in the cycle of chronic pain, flitting from doctor appointment to therapist's office, it's hard to imagine that there's anything more we could be doing to help ourselves. Relax. In fact, slowing down and learning to relax are some of the best coping skills for stopping the insidious repetition of dysfunctional and painful patterns in our lives. Breathing practices combined with simple movement done slowly help our nerve system to unwind and teach us how to literally let go of tension. This is one of the magical elements of yoga. When we slow down, we create space. In that space, we can begin to see more clearly what's actually happening, how we chronically tighten our shoulders or brace our back by tensing our buttocks, or feed ourselves negative messages that are self-limiting and destructive. We're hardwired to form habits and routines, whether they support us in health or not. However, when we learn to activate the pause button, we can create healing opportunities that allow us to do things differently than the way we've done them in the past. This is a critical piece of the process. Do things differently may mean getting a new mattress, one that better supports the back, talking through some long harbored resentment with your partner, doing a 30-minute yoga practice, or taking a walk in nature. Sometimes it's as simple as taking a few deep conscious breaths before responding to the coworker you find particularly irritating. One of the interesting discoveries the yogis made is that the more healing opportunities we create, the healthier and more vibrant we feel. Each time we set in motion a new way of perceiving and responding to our world and ourselves, we strengthen our capacity to cope with the stressors of life with more agility, grace, and ease. Once we learn the mechanism for shifting out of the habitual and into the new in one area of our lives, we can transfer that experience to other areas as well. In the essential low back problem, we're focusing on developing optimum lower back health, but the basic principles of yoga can be applied to optimizing any aspect of your life. To me, these are really excellent words, and so I'm going to send them out through the internet while I'm doing my breathing and yoga practice to strengthen my core muscles, to give my spine the stability that it needs to be able to function in the world without experiencing pain. I hope this ends up being useful for you, and namaste.